My name is Andriantika R.A.P, usually called Tika. My parents gave the name with a unique reason and has beautiful meaning. Andriantika is a pitch of name taken from my mother, Andriani, and added the name Tika, which means a symbol of good luck. Andriantika R.A.P, which means noble doctor or doctor who has been blessed by good. I'm 16 years old. I was born in Tulungagung, Sabundoro village, Boyolali district. Born on 26 2004. Born at 12 am. At that time I was difficult to be born because the membranes had broken first. I live in Rosobo, more precisely in Gria Samudra Asri, F9 housing number 4, RT 12 RW 9, Kecamatan Taman, Kabupaten Sidoarjo. Coincidentally, I live in a housing complex, so thing I like about my environment is that the people help each other, mutual tolerance, friendliness, and far from the noise of motorbikes that are often used by teenagers today, especially men. But apart from that, there are also things that make me dislike it, like neighbors playing music too loudly, talking in a high tone that makes the conform of the resident also disturbed. Hobby swim and badminton. Especially I prefer to do swimming because the sport can elevate the body and of course can exercise while playing water. Besides sport, I also like to try new things like cooking food that I never tried before. I like to try new things because in my opinion that activities are interesting and add to my knowledge. My parents, especially my mother, wanted me to go to college first. My mother also wanted me to major in health in the future. But if you follow what I want to do tomorrow after graduating from high school, myself have a plan after graduating college. I want to try the list of civil servants in the police or military if God allows. But if it hasn't been permitted, I will follow my mother's advice to go to college first. I chose to directly register to become a civil servant because I wanted to try something new, namely work. But besides that, actually I also want to go to college first. The effort that I'm trying to study hard that tomorrow I have enough stock. My father's name is Budianto and my mother is Sulis Andrani. My father is 44 years old and my mother 43 years old. To meet needs of the household, my father worked as a navy while my mother was a housewife and was tasked with managing my finance. My father and given me. I'm two brothers. I have a younger sister who is currently in grade 6 elementary school. He attends to Trosobotu Elementary School. During the COVID pandemic for about 4 months, I was at home helping my parents and doing my duties such as washing clothes, mopping, and sweeping my house. Besides that, I tried new things like making food and drinks that I had never made before, like making a drink that was new viral last month, dalgona coffee, and not only did my drinks also make food like Gmol and Oreo spoon recipe I took from YouTube. What I like about the positive side of the COVID pandemic is that I can have a lot of time with my family, and I can help whenever my parents need help. That thing I didn't like at the time of pandemic was I couldn't buy my needs that I was in need of, and other housing that hadn't been purchased either. However, thanks God, after the new normal, I was able to leave the house to buy my own need and my own need by following the health protocol as well. In my opinion, with only learning as it is now is an alternative for all of us, so that we can still continue to learn and gain knowledge when even if only at home. But I have the thought of agree and disagree with only class. That the reason I agree is because all of students also need guidance and knowledge from the teachers. If there is no only online class system like this, we students are also confused about where to get knowledge and learning material. And the reason I don't agree is that not all students can accept online learning like this. Many students do not understand the material described if the learning system isn't directly face to face with the teacher, including me, but I'm trying to find a way for me to understand and accept it. I suggest if the learning system meets face to face with application that use the internet or quota, it's better for teacher to submit to superiors and to be considered again to provide quotas to students